Have you noticed how it always starts very innocently? Let me show you. I bought a bigger house. But did you really need it? No, not really, but it felt like the next logical step. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I bought these amazing dresses online. But did you really need them? No, my closet is already overflowing. But there was this super sale only for a limited time. I'm really pushing hard for my next promotion at work. You must really love the work. No, what's that got to do with it? It's been so long and I really cannot be left behind. Does that sound familiar? Very slowly, even without realizing, we cross that thin line between ambition and greed. Before we begin the story, let me tell you a little bit more about the person who wrote it, Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy was a Russian author from the 19th century, and he's considered one of the greatest authors of all times in the entire world. He wrote classics like War and Peace, Anna Karenina, but Tolstoy was also deeply interested in the simple truths of life, purpose, happiness, what it really means to lead a good life. And in one of his most powerful short stories, he asks a very simple question. How much land does a man really need? Watch till the end, because this story is not just a story. It's also a mirror. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Stuti, that is YOLO, and you're watching
The Stuti Show. Pretend to say more than they seem.
There was once a poor farmer named Pahom. He lived a very simple life, he worked hard, but he had a deep desire. If only I could get just a little bit more land, then all my problems would be solved. Because more land meant more crops, more income, more security. So when he got a chance to buy this small piece of land, he did. But very soon, the same piece of land that initially felt like a blessing again started to feel small. So he thought to himself, if I could get just a little bit more land, then I would be really satisfied. So he bought some more and then more. Each time he expanded his land, he felt happy, but only for a short while. One day, he heard that in this distant place, the land was incredibly cheap. So he rushed, and the people there made him a very strange offer. They said, you can have as much land as you want, as much as you can walk around in one day. But there is only one condition. You have to return to the same starting point before the sun sets. Pahom thought, this is my chance. So the very next morning, at sunrise, he began walking. And at first he walked steadily. But soon a thought entered his mind. Let me walk a little bit more, just a little bit more land. So he continued walking. The sun climbed higher, the land stretched endlessly. And with every step that Pahom took, his desire also grew. Let me just walk little further. I may never get this chance again. By the time it was late afternoon, Pahom realized something. He had walked too far. And now the sun had already begun setting. He had to return. So he started running faster, breathing heavily, his heart pounding, his body exhausted. But he continued running because everything depended on it. Just as the sun met the horizon, finally Pahom saw the starting point. And then, with the last bit of strength in his body, Pahom ran forward. And then he collapsed. He had made it, but his body could not take it anymore. Pahom was dead. At the end, the only land that Pahom really needed was 6 feet, just enough to bury him. That's a simple yet powerful story. But it asks us a very important question. How much is enough? Yes. Because Pahom was not just a farmer. He's all of us. In today's world, we keep chasing for more. More money, more success, more possessions, more recognition. We feel slightly bigger house, maybe one more promotion. If I lose few more pounds, then I'll be satisfied.
But satisfaction keeps moving, isn't it?
Yes. Because desire does not know any finish line.
But wait, does that mean that we should stop being ambitious? That we should stop wanting more?
No. Ambition is not the problem. Greed is the problem. And there is a difference. Ambition builds. Greed consumes. Ambition knows when to stop. Greed never does. And that is why contentment is not the opposite of success. In fact, it's the very foundation of it.
Maybe the real tragedy of life is not that we have little. Maybe the real tragedy of life is that we do not know when we have enough. Because at the end, who is really poor? It is not the man who has less. It is the man who always wants more. So that's the story for today, guys. Do let me know in the comments section how much is enough for you. And before we meet again, remember to like, to share and to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Bye.